How to deal with price objections in sales. Do people ever tell you you're too expensive? Or maybe you're scared to raise your prices because then you think you'll scare off potential clients. Like there's no way they could possibly pay that much money. Or maybe you feel like you're too cheap and you're not quite sure how to raise your prices because it's scary for you too.
Oh, I know you're asking me. Can it be scary?
Well, I'm going to tell you how to overcome these objections during the sales process so that people are happy to give you all of their money in exchange for your photography.
It's showtime.
Hello, I'm Mike Lloyd. I run a multi-six-figure boudoir studio here in Silicon Valley, California, and I love sales. Now, firstly, I want to differentiate sales and manipulation. Sales is providing a solution for someone who has a problem, and it's a solution for the problem. Manipulation is pushing a solution onto somebody that doesn't have a coinciding problem. So if I were to go to the grocery store and ask the meat counter for a tri-tip, and the guy's like, tri-tip's really cool, but I think you should get this head of lettuce. And I'd be like, no, I want the steak. And he's like, yeah, but this lettuce is really good. That's not sales, that's manipulation. They're trying to get me to buy something I don't want. Whereas if I were to go up to the meat counter and say, hey, I'm looking for a really good sized piece of meat that I can barbecue. I'm going to turn it into tacos. He's like, cool, you should get this tri-tip. I think it would be great. That's the difference between sales and manipulation. So when someone comes into your studio, they love your photography, they're going to be happy to pay you what you're worth because you're delivering what they want. We're not trying to convince them to buy things they don't want. So I just want to clear that up right away, because as soon as you stop feeling gross about sales, everything is going to change for you. And it gets so much easier to overcome these objections because you're going to learn how to set yourself up to not even have them in the first place. So I'm going to give you my 5 most useful tips to overcoming objections in sales. The first one is knowing, what do you actually provide for the client? The second one, what makes something valuable? Third, not everyone is your client. Fourth, make it really easy for people to pay you. And fifth, practice saying these things out loud in front of a mirror until it doesn't feel weird anymore. And that one's really important. And when you find out why, when I get there, you're going to thank me that you paid attention to the whole video. So, firstly, what are you actually delivering to the client? So again, we're being manipulative and terrible people if we're trying to push things onto our clients that they don't want. But that's not what we do. They want the services that we offer. So as soon as you can communicate what you actually offer people, you're going to eliminate that objection. And you're going to see a theme here. All of these points are about preventing the objection from happening in the first place, because if you do everything right, you won't get these objections, or at least you're really going to minimize them.
Hey, I'm just doing my job. I thought we had a deal.
So what do we actually provide? If you're a wedding photographer, you're capturing moments on their biggest day, you're preserving their memories, you're creating their first family heirloom, you are helping them remember the wedding the way that they want to see it. That's how I look at wedding photography, because they have 10,000 things to worry about that day. Is the weird uncle hitting on one of the bridesmaids? Did anything catch on fire? Is everyone on time? Is the food good? Who got wasted and passed out on the dance floor? All of these things make the day chaotic. They're running around all over the place. The bride and groom are going to go back and look at this album and see the wedding they want in the way that they want to remember. That's what wedding photographers do, or however you want to position your services. So when you say things like that on your website, your social media, during your client consultations, if that resonates with somebody, then they don't have to be convinced to purchase your products, because they're going to see that and think, wow, this person really gets me. That's exactly what I want. I want to remember the wedding the way we planned it, not as a chaotic day where we didn't really know what was happening. That won't resonate with every client, and that's cool. But the ones that do like your why and the what, those clients are going to love you, and they're going to book you and happily pay you. So when somebody asks you, why are you so expensive? And it's like, well, this is what I'm delivering. As a boudoir photographer, I don't take sexy photos. And I tell people that. So if they're like, well, why are you so much more expensive than this other photographer? I'm like, well, I don't take sexy photos. And they're like, but you're a boudoir photographer. I'm like, right. So I'm going to photograph you as a strong, confident woman who's owning your space and just radiating everything that makes you you. And when you see someone light up a room like that, that's sexy. But I'm not going to hook your high heel in your underwear because I think that's cheeseball. And no one's ever going to walk into the room and think that's hot. They're like, are you okay? Do you need help? Is your leg broken? So I would rather show you being the strong, confident, badass person. I think that's sexy. My clients are going to see that and think, okay, yeah, I like that. That's so much more classy, more elegant, I think more beautiful than being overly provocative. And again, that's the value I offer. If it vibes with somebody, then they're going to go for it. And if not, then they're not my client, which is point number 3. And we'll get to that soon. But being able to explain what the value is, that's going to eliminate a ton of this. Number 2, what actually makes something valuable? I think there are 3 pillars to value. Obviously, there are a ton of things that go into it. I kind of lump everything into these 3 categories: community, exclusivity, and utility. So firstly is community. How many people have Harry Potter tattoos on their arm, right? Or that put the Apple logo on the back of their car, or whatever brand name they wear all the time. People want to be a part of that community. You know, they're Trekkies, they're Deadheads, they have club memberships, essentially, and people want to be a part of a community. They want to fit in. They want to belong. They want to be a part of something big. You know, it's why we have flags that represent countries or our college alma maters, right? People root for their team.
Hey, guy, come on. We're simpatico here. Look at us. Huh, we even shop in the same store.
When you see your sports team win, you're like, yeah, we won, even though you didn't play a single down of that football game, but you're a part of that community. There is a ton of value in that, which is why companies can charge a bunch of money for an iPhone, because people want to be a part of that. They are Apple users, and there's an identity behind there. So if you can create that, there's value. On the other side, there's exclusivity, limited editions. You know, you get signed artwork from an artist and they number them, right? There's only 1,000 copies in production, and everyone is signed and numbered, certificate of authenticity to prove that it's real. All of these things are about exclusivity. It's like really expensive cars. It's living in gated communities. It's status. That's what you're creating with exclusivity. Is status. You're one of the cool ones who got the thing. So when you can build that in to your experience, like maybe you only do 10 shoots a month and you got a 6-month wait list. That's exclusivity. Maybe you don't even have anyone booked yet, but your marketing can say, we're only taking 10 clients a month. Bookings start 4 months out. Maybe you've got nothing on the books now, but you can start to do that. And then when you jump on your consult calls, like, hey, I actually got an opening that came up next month. Do you want to jump on that? Somebody else had to move theirs back 6 months. And then you can start booking things. I don't want to suggest that you're going to lie, be manipulative, give false scarcity, things like that. But there are ways to position your product to make it very exclusive. You don't have to be snobby about it, but when you make it a thing that people will wait in line for, that people will save up for, that is a big deal that not everybody can experience all the time. It's on a regular everyday thing. There's a ton of value in that. And you can 100% use that to drive the prices up in your business. Lastly is utility. Does it actually do something to impact somebody's life? We have iPhones or any smartphone that is also a computer. It's a GPS. It's a way to communicate with people. It's a camera to document our lives, way easier than carrying, an actual camera with us everywhere. They have tremendous utility. And people complain that they're $1,000. It's like, but look at what's in your hand. This is incredible. Whereas then you get a flip phone and you're like, this is just a piece of garbage. I won't even use it as a doorstop because it doesn't have the same utility. That's one example of that. So what about utility in the photography space? In my studio, there's a significant transformation in somebody's confidence when they walk out of here after a shoot. They haven't even seen their finished photos yet, but it doesn't matter. Their confidence changes. And I've seen this enough to know how to iterate it, explain it to my clients, and recognize it when it's happening. So when I'm on the phone with somebody doing our consultation call, I can tell them, you're going to walk in here, you're probably not going to eat dinner the night before because you're going to be too nervous. Some clients even tell me they feel sick before they come in for their shoot because they're so nervous. And you're not going to know if you brought the right outfits, but I have a prep guide for you. And I'm identifying all of these things that happen. Like, then you're going to come in here, you're going to wear your first outfit. It's going to feel super weird, but we've had an hour and a half to chat. You get a glass of wine. We've done your hair and makeup. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to look so beautiful. And I'm going to show you the back of the camera after the first photo, and this switch flips. And now you're like walking the runway and you're just like owning the room and having the best time. And you're going to walk out of here thinking, I don't even know why I was so scared. I feel so cool now. That is the utility. I'm changing the way somebody sees themselves. And it's not just, oh, cool, I feel pretty. But now I have confidence to ask for what I want in my marriage. At my work, I can ask for a raise because I finally feel valuable. I see something good in myself, and that was holding me back before. So I'm changing people's lives by boosting their confidence. It's very real. It's not just a marketing thing.
You think I'm qualified?
So I can explain that to my clients, and they can hear other clients talk about it with videos, with testimonials. That drives up the value. So there we go. Creative value with community, exclusivity, and utility. And you can do all of those things. Point number 3, not everyone is your client. This is probably the most important thing. A lot of photographers are afraid to let people go because they want every dollar that can come in the door. I get it. I've been there. I know what it's like to really need that income coming in, but you got to be able to let go of the ones who just aren't a good fit for you, because discounting your prices for someone who doesn't want to pay what you're worth is never going to feel good in the end. You're going to resent it. They're going to ask for more. You're never going to feel like that was a good transaction. It's only going to make you bitter, and they're probably going to leave unhappy. Nobody wins. Understanding that if they vibe with what you have going on, if they want the value that you offer, they'll pay you what you're worth. And if they don't see the value, that's great. Move on. Maybe they'll come back later, maybe not. Either way, it's fine. You want to focus on the ones who love you and are happy to pay you what you're worth. Everyone else can go. All right, number 4, make it easy for people to pay you. If you only accept cash, that's going to be really tough for people to pay you thousands of dollars for these products and for these experiences. If you don't have a way to accept credit cards because you don't have a real business bank account, you don't have payment processing yet, get on that. You can accept cryptocurrency now. You can have Zelle, you can do PayPal, you can do Venmo. There are a ton of ways to get paid. Make it really easy for someone to pay you. You can set up payment plans if you want, prepayment or post-shoot payment plans. Whatever you want to do is great. Make it as easy as possible for people to pay you. Don't let that be a reason they don't buy more, because they don't have the cash, they don't want to pay for everything up front. Make it easy for people to give you money. And number 5, practice saying all of this out loud in the mirror until it's not weird anymore. So when you can look in the mirror and explain why you charge what you charge, what is the value that you deliver? Who do you want to deliver that value to? How do you accept payment? When you can look in the mirror and say all those things confidently, that's going to eliminate so many objections. Because if you confidently explain these things, just very comfortably, and it's clear that you believe it, your client will believe it also. But if you don't believe it and you're nervous about it, you can't make eye contact and your voice is shaking, and you're like, well, normally I charge you $2,000, but oh, it's fine. Let's just do it for $500. They're going to be like, okay. And then expect very little from you because you don't even value what you do. But if you look them in the eye and say, yeah, a shoot with me costs $2,000 and here's what I deliver, here's how you're going to feel afterward, they'll be like, oh, okay. And the clients you get who are going to pay you more, so much better clients than the ones who want the deal, because people either value the deal or they want the product or the service delivered. Some people really want the experience. They want the photos. They want everything that you do. Some people just want a deal. We're not going after those people. We're going after everybody else who wants you as an artist and you as a human. So these things are going to help you prevent the price objections. But when they come up at any point, whether it's the consultation, during the shoot, during the IPS, doesn't matter. You're going to know how to handle them because you can confidently explain why your products and services are valuable. So if you want to know more about how to start your photography business with no experience, I've got another video here on my channel that you are going to love. Be sure to check that out. And then like and subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos, because I go way deeper into how to sell, how to set up your pricing, what should we actually sell? Do I have to sell anything? Can I just do digitals? I answer all these questions in different videos, and don't miss any of them. And I got more info on my blog at boudoirguild.com. And of course, all of this lives fully explained, deep dive, very, very thorough teachings inside the Boudoir Guild membership site, where you can get a complete step-by-step framework how to build a profitable boudoir photography business. So again, boudoirguild.com, and I will see you inside.